right, Precalc, here we go, working into lesson 6-2. We're working with the law of cosines now. Our essential question today is, can you use the law of cosines to solve oblique triangles with side, 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 or side, angle, side? What is an oblique triangle? Remember that oblique triangles are triangles that have no right angles. So that is a word that you will want to be familiar with, oblique triangles. All right, once again, I would only give you, I would give you these formulas. So as you see the formulas here, all of these I would give to you if you were taking a test or a quiz on the law of sines and the law of cosines. Law of sines I would not give to you. Law of cosines I would. Really, you don't need them for an SAT, ACT. Again, I don't believe I've ever seen law of cosines in an SAT or ACT. You could definitely use law of sines. But this is saying, hey, we're just going to find the side. And this side over here on the right is finding the angles. So just pay attention of what they want you to solve. And it's really not a hard formula to memorize. Once you get going with it, you'll probably have it memorized anyway. So we're going to do a couple examples. The first one says find the three angles. Well, we know we have A, B, and C. We do not have any angles. So I'm going to use a formula just like this. A squared plus B squared minus C squared all over 2AB. And again, you could do this right in your calculator. Just don't forget to use parentheses. And then that's going to give you the cosine of C. So remember, you have to hit second cosine, second answer to put that answer in. So let's go ahead and set this up. Find the three angles of A, B, C. So I actually started this one with the cosine of B. I'm just doing notes from what I had before. So I'm going to write them out for you. And because your mean math teacher made you memorize all your squares and cubes, you probably know all this. So we have 36, yep, that would be 6 squared, plus 144, yep, minus 64, all over 2 times 6 times 12. And when you solve this, you get the cosine of B is equal to 0.8055, I believe that goes on. Second cosine, second angle. And what do y'all get for the angle of B? Good. I also got that B is equal to 36.34 degrees. This one didn't have a direction, but let's try it around to one place is fine as well. You'll probably have a multiple choice quiz anyway, so 36.34 degrees. So I just need another one. So I believe I solved for the cosine of C. I will do that over here. The cosine of C is equal to 36 plus 64 minus 144 all over 2 times 6 times 8. Plug that into your calculator. And you get negative 0.4583, second cosine, second answer. And C is equal to 117.28. Hey, I almost drew this one to scale. And to find B, we can just take 180 and we could subtract that 117.28 and then subtract that 36.34. And for A, I got 26.38 degrees. How'd y'all do? Now, because this one is written differently, notice we do have one of the angles this time. So if I was looking at that whole group that I gave you, that blue box, I would probably use the top left. Sorry, I was trying to underline that. The top left right here. So that's probably the one I would use for this. I actually used something else in my notes, so I'm going to wing it here. I know that A squared is equal to B squared which is 256, plus c squared, which is 144, minus 2 times b, which was 16, times c, which was 12, and then I actually have to multiply that times the cosine of a. Well, a was 80 degrees. Again, your calculator needs to be. So when you do this and you find this answer, I don't know what this answer is because my notes are not following along. You can hit those buttons, second square root, second answer, and you can put the answer in, and you find out that little a is 18.25. So this side right here is 18.25. Now, you can go ahead and find angle B and angle C. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I've had trouble with students trying to use the law of sines, plugging it into the law of cosines. So I'm going to give you a minute. I would ask you to please try the law of cosines when doing this, not the law of sines, and see if you guys could get the right answer. So pause me for a minute, and I'll just fill in the answers when you get back. All right, so you've probably taken some time to work. For C, what did you get for C? I got 40.35 degrees. And when I add those together and I subtract from 180, B ended up being 59.65 degrees. Great job.